Nearly 9 out of 10 drivers have absolutely no idea these car hacks exist. Some of these car tricks will save you real money at the detailing shop just by using items you already have. Let's dive into it. Hack number 18, potato on side mirror. And your side mirrors turn into useless fogged up glass the second you need them most. Here's what actually works. Cut a raw potato in half and rub the cut side directly across your side mirrors in firm circular motions. Then buff away the residue with a dry cloth. A potato costs about 50 cents and treats every mirror and window on your car multiple times. What most drivers don't realize is that expensive anti-fog sprays sold at auto stores rely on the same starch-based hydrophilic principle, just bottled at a massive markup. And here's the kicker. This same trick works on your bathroom mirror and your glasses too. So one potato solves fog problems well beyond just your car. If that one caught you off guard, the next hack is even stranger. It's an easy car trick to clean your car windshield. Hack number 17, apple on car windshield. Your windshield has developed that hazy, almost cloudy film that makes driving into the sun at dusk genuinely uncomfortable, and glass cleaner barely touches it. Detail shops charge $30 to $50 for a glass polishing treatment to fix exactly this. But here's the simple hack. Cut an apple in half and rub the cut side directly onto the glass, working it into the hazy areas, then wipe clean with a damp microfiber cloth, followed by a dry one. The natural malic acid in the apple gently breaks down the mineral buildup, and road film baked into the glass surface without scratching it. Your windshield comes out noticeably clearer, with the haze cut dramatically and visibility restored, especially at night and in direct sun. An apple costs about $1 and treats your entire windshield and every window on the car. What most drivers don't realize is that professional glass polish products use the same mild acid principle to dissolve mineral deposits, just synthesized in a bottle instead of grown on a tree. And here's the kicker. This trick also works on hard water spots left behind after an automatic car wash, something most drivers assume requires a specialty spray. This next one brings dead tail lights back from the grave. Hack number 16, Vaseline on tail lights. Your tail lights have gone cloudy and dull, and cars behind you are noticing your brake lights a beat later than they should. Here's the fix, using something you already have. Take a small amount of Vaseline and rub it directly onto the foggy tail light lens, working it in thoroughly, then let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes before buffing away the excess with a clean cloth. The petroleum jelly fills in the microscopic scratches and oxidation pitting on the plastic, restoring depth and clarity to the lens almost instantly. Your taillights come out visibly brighter, with the red glow far more noticeable to traffic behind you. A jar of Vaseline costs about $4 and restores every light on your car repeatedly. What most drivers don't realize is that tail light fogging is UV oxidation sitting on the outer layer, and Vaseline fills those oxidized pores the same way expensive restoration compounds do, just without the price tag. And here's the kicker. Regular treatment actually slows new oxidation from forming, meaning you're getting ongoing protection out of a single jar. Up next is a trick hiding right under your feet, a simple car hack using toothpaste. Hack number 15, toothpaste in pedals. Your foot slips slightly on the gas or brake pedal, especially in wet weather, and it's more unsettling than you'd like to admit. Most drivers blame worn-out pedal pads and never think twice about it. Here's the trick to fix that. Squeeze a small amount of plain white toothpaste onto a damp cloth or old toothbrush and scrub directly onto the rubber pedal covers, working it into the grooves, then rinse and dry thoroughly. The mild abrasives in toothpaste lift away the built-up grime and oily film that's been sitting in the tread pattern for months, the exact film that's been reducing your grip. Your pedals come out with noticeably better traction, and that slight slip feeling disappears completely. A tube of toothpaste costs a couple dollars and cleans every pedal in your car repeatedly. What most drivers don't realize is that pedal grip loss is almost never about wear. It's about grime sitting in the tread, and a 2-minute scrub restores it completely. And here's the kicker. This same trick works on rubber floor mats, restoring their grip texture the exact same way. Now let's proceed with the next mind-blowing hack. This next one saves your wipers from an early grave. Hack number 14, WD-40 on wiper blades. Your wipers streak and jutter across the glass instead of clearing it in one smooth pass, and you've assumed that means it's time for a new set. Auto parts stores will happily sell you a replacement pair for $25 to $40. Here's what usually fixes it instead. WD-40, the spray can that almost everyone have Lift each wiper blade away from the glass, spray a light coat of WD-40 onto a clean rag, and wipe down the entire rubber edge thoroughly, removing the grime and oxidation that's built up over months. Wipe off the excess so it's not left slick, then lower it back onto the glass. The solvent dissolves the hardened residue and restores the flexibility the rubber needs to make clean contact. Your wipers glide silently in clear water in one clean pass. A can of WD-40 costs about $5 and revives wiper blades on every car you own for years. What most drivers don't realize is that most worn-out blades aren't actually worn. They're just coated in oxidized rubber that a 2-minute wipe down fixes completely. And here's the kicker. Doing this monthly keeps the rubber conditioned, often doubling how long your existing blades actually last. This next hack tackles a squeak most drivers assume is just part of driving. This will save you hundreds of dollars in mechanic visits. Hack number 13. Baby powder on serpentine belt. Your engine makes a high-pitched squeal every time you start it cold, or when you turn the wheel sharply, and a mechanic quoted you for a full belt replacement at $150 or more. Here's a secret mechanics don't want you to know. With the engine off and cool, locate your serpentine belt at the front of the engine and lightly dust baby powder directly onto the belt surface, then start the car and let it run for a minute to work the powder in. The powder absorbs the surface moisture and light, glazing on the belt that's causing it to slip and squeal against the pulleys. Your engine goes quiet almost immediately, with the squeal gone without any parts replaced. A bottle of baby powder costs about $3 and treats your belt repeatedly. What most drivers don't realize is that belt squealing is very often glazing or moisture, not actual wear, and shops replace the belt because it's easier to bill than to diagnose the real cause. And here's the kicker. This is a temporary fix. So if the squeal returns quickly, that's your genuine sign the belt does need replacing, saving you from guessing. This next hack restores headlights using something from your kitchen drawer. Hack number 12, foil on car headlights. Your headlights have gone yellow and hazy, cutting down how much road you can actually see at night. The detailing shop charges $60 to $100 for a full restoration package. Here's the hack. Crumple a small piece of aluminum foil into a loose ball, dip it in water, and gently rub it over the headlight lens, using light circular motions. Then rinse and buff dry. The fine texture of the foil acts as an ultra-mild abrasive, polishing away the thin, oxidized layer without scratching the plastic underneath. Your headlights come out noticeably clearer, with the yellow haze significantly reduced and night visibility improved. A sheet of foil costs next to nothing and can treat every headlight on your car multiple times. What most drivers don't realize is that professional polishing pads use the exact same fine abrasive principle as foil, just packaged as a specialty tool. And here's the kicker. Following up with a coat of wax after this treatment locks in the clarity and slows the yellowing from coming back. This next one gets your battery running like new again. It is a hack so genius, no one believe it actually works. Hack number 11, lemon on car battery. Your car struggles to turn over, and when you pop the hood, the battery terminals are caked in a crusty white or blue-green buildup. A mechanic sees this and quotes you for a brand new battery on the spot. Here's how you can fix it with a lemon. It's genius. With the car off, disconnect the terminal's negative cable first, then cut a lemon in half and rub the cut side directly onto the corroded areas, letting the juice sit for a minute before scrubbing with an old toothbrush. Rinse with a damp cloth and dry thoroughly before reconnecting. Positive cable first. The citric acid dissolves the corrosive buildup on contact, restoring a clean metal-to-metal connection. Your car starts reliably again, with a strong connection replacing the weak, intermittent one corrosion was causing. A lemon costs about $1 and treats battery terminals on every vehicle you own. What most drivers don't realize is that corroded terminals mimic nearly every symptom of a dying battery, which is exactly why this fix gets skipped in favor of an unnecessary replacement. And here's the kicker. This same citric acid trick also works on corroded jumper cable clamps, restoring a fix you'd otherwise replace outright. This next hack keeps your side windows fog-free all season. Hack number 10, shaving cream on side windows. Your side windows fog up the moment the temperature drops, leaving you wiping the glass with your sleeve while trying to drive. Here's what fixes it before you even leave the driveway. Spray a small amount of ordinary shaving cream onto your side windows, rub it in with a clean cloth, then wipe it completely off until the glass looks clear again. The trace residue left behind creates an invisible layer that causes moisture to bead and slide off instead of spreading into a foggy film. Your windows stay clear in cold and humid conditions, with zero fogging during your drive. A can of shaving cream costs about $3 and treats every window on your car for months. What most drivers don't realize is that rain-repellent glass treatments sold at auto stores rely on the exact same surfactant chemistry found in shaving cream, just at a much higher price. And here's the kicker. This same trick works on your windshield and even your bathroom mirror at home. This next hack keeps your center console from cracking and creaking using a household item from earlier. Hack number 9, Vaseline on center console. Your center console has started creaking every time you rest your arm on it, and the plastic around the lid has turned dull and slightly chalky looking. Here's the fix. Apply a small amount of Vaseline to a soft cloth and rub it into the plastic hinge points and surface of the console lid, working it in thoroughly, then wipe away the excess. The petroleum jelly lubricates the hinge mechanism, silencing the creak, while also restoring a slight sheen to the faded plastic surface. Your console opens and closes silently, and the dull plastic looks noticeably richer and darker again. A jar of Vaseline costs about $4 and handles every plastic hinge and surface in your interior repeatedly. What most drivers don't realize is that interior creaking is almost always dry, plastic on plastic friction. The same issue causing door hinge squeaks, just in a different spot. And here's the kicker. This same treatment also restores faded dashboard trim and door panel plastic in one pass. Before we get into the next set of hacks, do me a favor and tap that like button. We put serious time into finding tricks shops don't want you to know, and it genuinely helps the channel grow. Alright, let's keep going. Hack number 8, soap to clean car key. Your key fob has turned sticky and grimy from months of pocket lint, hand oils, and everyday buildup, and wiping it with a dry cloth barely makes a difference. Here's the simple fix. Take a bar of regular hand soap and rub it directly onto the key fob, working it over the entire surface and into the seams around the buttons. Then wipe it down with a damp cloth to clear away the residue. The soap bar breaks down the oily film and trapped grime built up in the seams and button crevices, the exact spots a dry wipe could never reach. Your key comes out looking and feeling brand new, with the buttons responding cleanly again instead of feeling gummy. A bar of soap costs $1 or $2 and can clean every key and fob you own for months. What most drivers don't realize is that a sticky, unresponsive key fob button is very often just trapped grime, not a failing internal switch, which means this simple rub down can save you a costly fob replacement. And here's the kicker. This same trick works on garage door remotes and any other handheld electronics with sealed buttons. This next hack fixes a squeak most drivers just live with. Hack number 7, WD-40 on side mirror squeaking. Every time you adjust your side mirrors or hit a bump in the road, you hear a faint squeak coming from the mirror housing, and it's been bothering you for weeks. Here's the fix. Get a can of WD-40, which you probably already have. Spray a small amount of WD-40 directly onto the adjustment mechanism and pivot joint inside. Then move the mirror through its full range a few times to work the lubricant in. The solvent gets into the tiny moving parts and eliminates the friction causing the squeak almost instantly. Your mirrors move and adjust in complete silence, with the annoying noise gone for good. A can of WD-40 costs about $5 and handles both mirrors on every car you own for years. What most drivers don't realize is that mirror squeaks are almost always dry internal hardware, not a failing motor. So this fix solves a problem most people assume requires a mechanic. And here's the kicker. This same treatment also smooths out power mirror adjustment motors that have started moving slowly or hesitating. This next hack reveals a hidden storage spot most drivers walk right past. It is a feature no one knows about. Hack number 6, remove cup holder divider. Your cup holders are too small for a large coffee or a wide water bottle, and you've been squeezing drinks in at an angle for years, assuming that's just how your car was built. Here's what most drivers completely miss. Many cup holders have a removable center divider or insert designed specifically to expand the space for larger cups. Look closely at the base of your cup holder for a small tab, notch, or seam around the edge. Press or twist gently, and the insert lifts right out, revealing a significantly larger single opening underneath. Your cup holder now fits oversized drinks, travel mugs, and wide water bottles without a fight. This feature costs you nothing because it came built into your car from the factory. What most drivers don't realize is that this design is intentional, meant to let one holder serve double duty for both small and large drinks, but it's buried in a section of the owner's manual almost nobody reads. And here's the kicker. Once removed, the space underneath often reveals additional hidden storage for coins or small items that most owners never knew existed. This next hack could save you an entire bolt from seizing up on you. Hack number 5, Vaseline on battery terminal bolts. Months from now, you'll go to disconnect your your battery for a repair or a jump start, and the terminal bolt won't budge no matter how hard you turn the wrench. It seized itself onto the post from heat, vibration, and time. And now what should have been a 30-second job turns into a fight with a rusted, stuck bolt. Here's how to prevent that before it ever happens. Using Vaseline. After you tighten your battery terminal bolts down to a proper connection, apply a thin coat of Vaseline directly onto the exposed threads and the head of the bolt itself, not the contact surface underneath. The petroleum jelly seals out moisture and air, which are exactly what cause a bolt to oxidize and lock itself in place over time. Months or even years later, that same bolt still turns smoothly with a wrench. No fighting, no stripped heads, no rounded off bolts. A jar of Vaseline costs about $4 and protects every bolt and fastener under your hood for years. What most drivers don't realize is that a seized battery bolt is one of the most common reasons a simple battery swap turns into an hour-long ordeal at a shop, and it's entirely preventable with something already sitting in your bathroom cabinet. And here's the kicker. This same trick works on any bolt exposed to the elements: control arm bolts, license plate screws, trailer hitch pins, anything prone to rusting solid over time. Also, did you know an average driver spends around $7,000 every 3 years on mechanics and detailing bills? Well, we just launched our full car care guide that helps you to doing your own maintenance step by step. It includes car care secrets to make your car last up to 200,000 miles without major repairs. Made with the help of mechanics and detailers with 20+ years of experience just for you. And you don't need experience or know about cars to use this manual. It's beginner friendly, saving you up to $7,000 every 3 years in car-related bills. Click the link on the description or scan this QR code to start saving thousands of dollars. Thank you. Now, this next hack makes tired trim and dashboard plastic look brand new. It will make your car 10 times shinier. Hack number 4, baby oil on shine car. Your dashboard, door panels, and plastic trim have all faded into that dull, grayish look that makes your entire interior feel older than it is. Detail shops charge $80 to $120 for an interior trim revival treatment. Here's the hack by using baby oil to shine your car. Apply a small amount of baby oil to a microfiber cloth and wipe it onto the plastic trim, dashboard, and door panels in thin, even coats, then buff away any excess so it doesn't feel greasy. The oil penetrates the dried out plastic surface, restoring the deep, rich color and slight factory sheen that faded away from UV exposure. Your interior trim looks noticeably richer and newer, with the gray, chalky look completely gone. A bottle of baby oil costs about $3 and treats every plastic surface in your car repeatedly. What most drivers don't realize is that faded plastic trim loses its internal oils over time from sun exposure, and baby oil simply replaces what was lost, the same principle behind expensive trim restoration products. And here's the kicker. This same trick conditions rubber door seals at the same time, helping prevent them from cracking. This next hack will make your paint exterior 10 times cleaner and remove those bug splatter. Hack number 3, remove bug splatter with dryer sheet. Your front bumper and windshield are covered in dried bug splatter baked on by the sun, and scrubbing with soap and a sponge barely makes a dent without risking scratches. Here's the simple hack. Dampen a regular fabric dryer sheet with water and use it to scrub directly over the dried bug residue on your paint and glass. The texture of the dryer sheet, combined with the softening agents in the fabric, breaks down the proteins in bug residue and lifts it cleanly away without scratching the surface underneath. Stubborn splatter that wouldn't budge with soap comes off within seconds. A box of dryer sheets costs about $5 and gives you dozens of bug removal sessions across every vehicle you own. What most drivers don't realize is that bug residue contains acidic compounds that etch into clear coat the longer they're left sitting, so removing them quickly with a safe method actually protects your paint long term. And here's the kicker. Dryer sheets also reduce static buildup on your paint, which is part of what attracts dust and pollen in the first place. This next hack solves a problem most drivers have simply learned to live with. Hack number 2, toothpaste to clean fuel cap. Your fuel cap and the area around the fuel door have turned grimy and stained, covered in a film of dirt and old fuel residue that never seems to fully wipe away. Here's the fix. Using toothpaste, it's a genius hack you'll wish you knew years ago. Squeeze a small amount of toothpaste onto a damp cloth or old toothbrush and scrub directly onto the fuel cap and the surrounding filler neck area, working it into any grooves or textured plastic. Then wipe clean with a damp rag. The mild abrasives in toothpaste lift the built-up grime and staining without damaging the plastic or rubber seal underneath. Your fuel cap comes out looking clean and new, with the dingy residue completely gone. A dab of toothpaste costs almost nothing and can be used repeatedly on this and other small plastic parts around your car. What most drivers don't realize is that this is the exact same reason toothpaste works on so many household surfaces. Mild abrasive plus mild polish, and it's just as effective on small automotive parts as it is on countertops or jewelry. And here's the kicker. This same trick also restores clarity to foggy plastic gauges or small trim pieces elsewhere in the car. Now, for the final hack, and this one might be the most useful of all 18. It is a brilliant hack that will remove rust in your car. Hack number 1, WD-40 on car rust. You've noticed small spots of surface rust starting to form on your wheel wells, door edges, or undercarriage, and you're worried it's going to spread and eat through the metal if you don't act. A body shop quotes you hundreds of dollars for rust treatment and repainting. Here's what's worth trying first. Clean the rusted area thoroughly, then spray WD-40 directly onto the surface rust and let it sit for several minutes so it can penetrate. Scrub with a wire brush or fine steel wool to lift the loosened rust away. Then wipe clean and dry the area completely. The solvent breaks down the oxidation bonded to the metal surface while displacing the moisture that's been feeding it, stopping the corrosion process in its tracks. The surface rust visibly lifts away, leaving cleaner metal behind and slowing the spread significantly. A can of WD-40 costs about $5 and can be used repeatedly across every rust spot on your car. What most drivers don't realize is that early surface rust is very often treatable without any bodywork at all, and shops push full repair quotes because most people assume rust always means something serious. And here's the kicker. Following this treatment with a coat of touch-up paint or clear coat seals the area completely, preventing that same spot from rusting again. How many of these 18 hacks did you already know? Drop a comment and tell me which one caught you off guard the most. If this video saved you money, hit that subscribe button. We put out videos like this regularly, and every trick here is tested to actually work in the real world. There's an even bigger list of secrets waiting for you in the next video. Click it, you won't regret it.